Welcome to the first episode of the Cardinal Huddle. We're so excited to talk UIW sports. Thank you so much to all of our viewers out there. We hope you enjoy it. My name is Zoe Del Rosario.
I'm Aaron Rios.
I'm Abigail Velez.
And I'm Mario Garcia, and we're your anchors for the Cardinal Huddle.
How are y'all doing today?
I'm good. I'm very excited for the first episode of the Cardinal Huddle.
I'm pretty excited too. Let's kick off.
And I'm quite excited because I have a lot of great news to share with y'all today.
Awesome, Abby. Why don't you kick us off?
Well, I'll start with saying the Cardinal men's track and field team made history this week after coming in first place in the Southland Conference Championship. Now, this is the first time in program history the Cardinals clutched this title. UIW came out victorious with 131.5 points, topping Texas A&M Corpus Christi, holding 109.5 points. Now, men's sprinter Kyle Lewis spoke to us at the Huddle and gave us some insight on what it felt like bringing home a conference championship. Let's take a look.
We actually found out we won a couple events before the end of the meet. My friend Zoe and I, we were doing the calculation of the points, and I said, bro, we won. Like, no matter what, how the rest of it goes, like, we won. So we kind of felt it then, but it didn't settle in until the conclusion of the meet. And they started doing the trophy ceremony, and the whole team got together on the podium, and it was just joy. It was like, we did it. We finally got the job done. And it was just a lot of satisfaction all across the board from everyone on the team.
Now, the women's team also placed in the championship, coming out in second place in the meet. And Cardinal women finished the championship with 134 points, trailing just shortly behind McNeese State University. The championship took place in Birmingham, Alabama at the beginning of the week. And on behalf of all of us here at the Huddle, congratulations on your historic win, Cardinal runners. Well, that's all I have for me, but Zoe, I hear that the basketball regular season is coming to an end. What can you tell us about the season so far?
Yes, Abby. Our women's basketball team is officially the 5th seed in the Southland Conference after falling short to McNeese over the weekend. The Cardinals currently hold a record of 9 wins to 15 losses. Their overall season has been mostly up and down, but mainly due to injuries. Graduate guard Ariel Williams suffered a season-ending injury back in December, and senior Ariel Adams has been on and off during the season, affecting the team's depth. But on a more positive note, sophomore guard Jacqueline Moore has been killing it this season. She's sitting at number 59 in the nation in points per game, averaging 17.9 points per game. I spoke to Coach Jeff Dow about Jacqueline, and this is what he had to say.
And this is very cliche, but has the ability to get to the rim and score. She can shoot pull-up jumpers. She can shoot threes. So she can really, as they say, score at all 3 levels. She can do that. Also has her moments on the defensive end where she's pretty active for us too. And really has kind of scratched the surface on how good she can be, which is, certainly exciting for her and her future as well.
The team is ready to play their last regular season game on Saturday versus Texas A&M Corpus Christi before heading to the Southland Conference playoffs. The good news is everyone starts from scratch in the tournament, so our Cardinals have a real shot to make a run in the playoffs.
So we know we can do it, and even some of the, Houston Baptist, we've had 2 very competitive games, albeit losses, but 2 very competitive games and games we had leads in Corpus Christi for that matter as well. So I think there's a confidence. It's definitely not overconfidence by any means that we can compete with the best teams in the league. And we know, we just got to sort of avoid some of those bad stretches that we've had here or there.
Well, Aaron, that's all I have for women's basketball, but what's going on with the men's?
Well, it's been a roller coaster season for the men's basketball team, but last Saturday, the basketball team defeated McNeese State 69-67, which improves their record to 7-23. It also concluded their final regular season road game. Junior Drew Lutz secured the win by knocking down 2 free throws with 8 seconds left in the game. Tomorrow night, the Cardinals host Texas A&M Corpus Christi for their final regular season game of the 21-22 season. Tip-off starts at 4 p.m. in the gym. That's what I have for men's basketball.
Well, that's enough talking, guys. How about we watch some of our Cardinals show off their skills? Here are your top 3 plays over last month.
Goal in this 4th quarter. Uomazi guarded tightly at the top of the key. Shot clock is down. down to 8. Omazi splits a pair of defenders, and she scores with the left hand. Oh, but it pulls it back out. It's here mid-court again. Now he steps into a very deep 3, and he rattles it home. R.J. Glassberg down for the Cardinal. Flips it out for Morgan. Extra pass this lady wide open. The triple is good from the far corner.
So, what do you guys think of those?
Fantastic athletes.
I mean, yeah, our basketball players really know how to turn on a crowd.
And I'm so proud of the resilience that they've shown this season.
Absolutely. Now it's time for a quick break, but don't go anywhere. I'll be right back to bring you the latest in men's tennis.
We were at the stores the other day, and we were walking around, and we walked up to this one store that was like a plant store. Your birthday's coming up, so I was thinking about looking for something for you. So I was walking around, and I ended up seeing this one potted plant holder. I showed it to Mom. She really likes it. She might steal it. But she said it would have been perfect for the plant that you had on the side table in your room. I really wish I could have given it to you. If that drunk driver made the right decision that night, my sister would still be with me. If you're drinking, designate a driver, call a rideshare service, or stay the night. Next time you're debating whether or not to get behind the wheel, think of Diana and her story.
Who are you?
It doesn't matter who I am, at least not to you. Looks like you got more important things to worry about anyway.
No, man. It was just one text, though.
That was enough to screw that guy over.
But it's fine, though. I didn't even hit the guy.
Oh, you thought you did, but you did. You see that guy? He's well, you know.
No, this is wrong. I didn't mean to hit the guy at all. Please, I'm sorry. You know, I didn't.
Welcome back, Cardinals. I'm Mario Garcia, and I'm ready to bring you the latest in Cardinal tennis. The men's tennis team is ready for what seems to be a promising season. After 4 consecutive losses, the Cardinals have now stepped up to give a better impression on the court. That seems to be reflected in the results, as they hold an overall record of 6 wins and 5 defeats and a 5-game winning streak. This is what Coach John Anderson has to say about their progression.
We had some really top-ranked, tough teams, and then our schedule eased up a little bit, and we played some teams kind of our level, and the guys have been performing well and playing really good.
Despite having a tough start, the Cardinals have managed to turn around the season. That is thanks to the hard-working atmosphere they're in and the preparation they have to go through to be mentally ready for their fixtures.
Practicing right, all that good stuff, and you know, if you have a good solid routine, that usually helps with the mental aspect of the game.
But talent is not always enough. The players train really hard to be chosen for the games and compete in the Southland Conference, a tournament that requires a lot of perseverance and hard work.
Because we're a pretty deep, solid team this year, so it doesn't, you know, you could change from week to week. You know, if one guy is injured or some guy is out, you know, we're still going to be pretty strong in all the lines.
The team looks to be facing the right direction as they are still undefeated at home. Jonas is still pretty confident on his players' ability.
Yes, I think we definitely can. Yeah, I mean, as long as we can stay healthy, we're gonna be really solid this year, I believe.
Well, Abigail, that's all I have for tennis. What do you think of that?
I love how the tennis team came back from that setback, but speaking of which, I think I'm ready to take it to the Diamond Cardinals. The UIW baseball team is 3-2 on the season, following a 2-1 series victory against South Dakota State University last weekend and a blowout win 12-5 Wednesday against Abilene Christian. Heading the Cardinal offense, we have fifth-year senior Ridge Rogers, who closed out the SDSU series with 6 hits and 3 of those being doubles with 2 RBIs and racked up 3 RBIs against Abilene Christian. Now, I had the opportunity to speak to Ridge this week, and this guy has stellar qualities. He talked about how through his experience, he appreciates and understands the program here at UIW. Now, Ridge is passionate about his craft, and you can really see that when he's at play. I also had the opportunity to speak with head coach Ryan Schatzberger about his team's performance, and he explained that UIW baseball fell behind in experience with a canceled series to start the season. He mentioned that having only played games in inclement weather, including heavy winds, he is still satisfied with his team's performance so far. But I will mention it is still early in the season, so Cardinal fans have a lot to look forward to this spring. In addition to their wins this week, the Cardinals also had an honorable mention. Michael Garza was named the Southland Conference Pitcher of the Week. Garza threw 7 scoreless innings against the Wildcats and managed 7 strikeouts against SDSU. Now, that's all I have for baseball, but we have some exciting things coming up.
Guys, are you thinking what I'm thinking? It's time to take a look at our Cardinals in action this weekend. Cardinal baseball is facing the University of Houston this weekend for a 3-day series beginning at 6:30 p.m. this evening. We also have a men's and women's basketball doubleheader tomorrow afternoon against Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Women hit the court at 2 p.m. and men follow at 4. Finally, our UIW artistic swimmers are hosting a meet at the natatorium tomorrow morning at 11:30 a.m. This is the only time the UIW swimmers will be performing at home, so be sure to check it out. That's all I have for you today, Cardinals.
Well, this has been very fun, guys, but the final buzzer just rang and we gotta pay the bills. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight, and I hope you have fun with us. We'll see you back in April for our 2nd episode.
See you in the huddle!
And then